11, 12, 13 years old, was like one of the best salesmen at those gun shows. It was an adventurous life. I mean, it's cowboys and Indians in Detroit at that time. And he just got caught up in it. Everything that I knew, there was like a glamorized version of White Boy Rick. Once I started talking to him, and
White Boy Rick,
with all the documents and newspaper articles and stories, I found a very different story to learn.
1 out of every 5 people who try cocaine get hooked. But that's not your problem. Or is it?
What the legislature tries to do was make the law so hard that people would think twice before getting into the drug trade. So we're going to pass a statute that provides for mandatory law. Anybody who's possessing over 650 grams of cocaine, they got convicted, they got mandatory. Hundreds of people were prosecuted underneath the 650 law, including 10 hours after an hour. But historically, penalty has never been a factor in stopping the crime from occurring. As long as there's enough money in the crime, the penalty isn't going to make a big difference. There's a lot of money to be made, and a lot of people try to make money. And that kind of money began to corrupt everything. It corrupted the government. It corrupted the police.
There can be no progress in the suburbs unless there's progress.
Marking contract.
Coleman Young is the most powerful politician in the history of Detroit. Coleman Young was a machine. And his niece was Kathy Wilson, and she was married to Johnny Craig.
I'm a machine of the world.
With Mayor Coleman Young. There was a protective detail that Coleman Young wanted placed on Kathy Wilson, knowing full well that she was married and living with all these drug dealers. And then she had heard about
Marking contract
and what we was into in our life. So we started dating. And then the next thing you know, he was married.
I just find it crazy that he has a protection detail for police officers guarding his drug dealer's niece, including Jimmy Harris, who was Mayor Coleman Young's head of security. They were specifically instructed not to be
Emerge the move arms near you in a lone vehicle. Commandeer it.
One time I got picked up by one of the police officers. He knew I had something in the car. He seen it on the back seat. He said, go ahead and get him by your way. You want me to escort you in or something like that? So I was trying to was to follow around Captain Curry. It was super slow. I think they went down the hill very, very fast.
It was wide open for green people and cops. It's just really real. If they got so good, they can come out.
Watch the sky. There's an helicopter on your tail.
When I was down there, I brought to like bad myself. Johnny Curry, because of his had it recognized to at the time police department homicide division. But Gil Hill had big aspirations. He had become a movie actor with wildly popular in the movie, and he was a cop, and he played down Eddie Murphy in the movie. His choice, everybody, he was just everybody, top of your head and be a murderer. He was probably the biggest celebrity in the city of Detroit. Gil Hill to me was a lot more than he was true. He actually
Billy Yates? Yeah, Billy Yates.
Don't drag out. Give me that package.
Us to stay away from certain people that he wants to protect. He tell us, hey man, don't do this and don't do this and that. Because if you lay down this, you won't be killed.
And then he had to go like this. He wanted to decide, he wanted to do something
Hostile force in your AO. Air power is needed to replace. Take them down. You'll cripple Terminus' ability to counter our patrols. As you were, Strike King. As you
That's not to be able to look at. That doesn't mean that, of course, people don't have dark sides. So I do believe that all people have dark sides.
We
Marking
would
contact.
have to listen to you because he's going to do us a favor later. In order for us to get favors from him, we got to do favors for him as well. One thing watches the other.
He was a guy with quite a bit of cachet. He had his eyes set on the mayor's office himself. He viewed himself as anyone. One of the nation's best known mayors, formerly known as Detroit, is getting the kind of national attention these days that no politician wants. Kevin Young was a notoriously corrupt mayor that never got convicted or indicted. The latest involves charges that his police chief stole from a fund set up for undercover drug buys. And who the f*** do you think you are to come in here and cross-examine me? Enormous animosity.
This marked transport is loaded with terminus weapons. Take it. Get the exfil.
A number of people and local law enforcement figures thought that he was steeped totally in corruption. I don't buy that. I think there are people around him who were. So lots of members of federal
Strike
law
team are placing the final
enforcement
arms now. Yeah. Looks like we got another portal to deal with. Explain how this is helping contain this mess.
We're still just trying to piece it all together, Doc. There seems to be some kind of organized intelligence at work here. What its motives are, your guess is as good as mine.
Get that garage opened up. We don't want to hang around. I don't want to stress you out.
Moving here.
There's a lot to around with a bloody helicopter.
17-year-old woman was caught in a raid, seeing the police commit on a fire. You had race, you had drugs, sex, political issues, you had police corruption. So now, Rick Bushey is building starting like a woman. That's the problem.
Bushey was busted for possessing 8 kilos of cocaine. Ours is now has it, so you're not trying to tell me that
I've been involved in wrong group, but I don't feel like giving anything to the people.
There's not much life left in that ride. I don't know, maybe try swerving.
Retreat and resume your patrol.
The Supreme Court stated essentially said that's between cruel and unusual punishment. So you can't sentence people for life without parole for a non-violent crime.
But to be incarcerated for
Marking
28
contract.
years is now a grandfather.
That everybody kind of recognized was a fool there until the beginning. Just like almost all someone things turn out to be a fool there. Until the law was changed, I don't think they caught one, not one, drug
whoever cocaine kingpin.
And then in the press, they come out and say drug kingpin, white boy red. Kingpin of what? Who?
They didn't have drug gangs, didn't have crack houses.
Listen up. That camp is heavily guarded. Smoke out that hornet's nest.
Got a contract here.
Why would juvenile, non-violent drug offenders be kept in prison? I'd be way more than possibly ever known to get that kind of sentence.
Third world countries don't incarcerate like this.
How does a 16 or 17-year-old kid, Richard Wilson, how does he get connected to the police?
Here's the truth. Very important. Recruited by the FBI. Become informed.
It's a complicated story. So when I met Richard Wilson Sr.,
he had been opened up as an informant and operator for a period of considerations.
Team, Jobs is showing Terminus AERs inbound on your grid. Close and engage. Terminus must have deep pockets if they're deploying this many AERs. What are we seeing from the sky?
Sir, I'm seeing 5 oversized vehicles down there. It'll be one hell of a fight.
Where he would legally sell on the black market.
Extractor launch sequence initiated. We don't got all day, squad. Get in there and mess them up.
There's no flies in their numbers. Kill it. It reminds them of their weakness.
Then he was then involved. He was selling these money to the FBI. At the top of the list of the Republicans is Johnny Curry III.
Goddamn. I
So
think I
the
heard
first
that
time I
one
met
from
Bruce
HQ.
Senior.
One extractor down. 4 to go.
All right, now, let's eliminate all of the targets before we go again too cocky.
Notice he was like this no business. And when we got talking about the weather situation, I noticed the problem. We deferred to the sun.
My dad didn't really know who the world.
Too soon it became apparent to me that really the kids somehow were supposed to be
And I kind of interjected and told them who they were and recognized them from the neighborhood.
I just didn't feel comfortable, and I didn't think it was appropriate. But I wanted to keep the channels of communication open.
I believe Richard himself could be
Hijack this shipment. I want a 5-finger discount on those Terminus guys.
To get paid. It's not the role of a father to do something like that.
This was something that I think started off as one thing and ended as another. It started off where they would, sometimes pick this up and drive through the neighborhood. The house was
Mug Hawkeye vehicle stashed in
So
there.
there's a 14-year-old kid getting paid money to inform on my house to which they didn't inform. So the first time they were informed, they collected about $35,000 from the night. It's funny to me how people are talking about what criminals will do to make a dollar.
Terminus
If
chopper
you're going to
inbound.
see the dollar, you got to look at what the FBI will do to make an arrest.
who's actually disruptive. His mistake, pretty work. Start hanging out with pretending that you want to learn the drug and start making people you start letting your little things and then you start knowing people that you think that but really, whatever you say, you start doing this thing. You didn't play a really major role. Nobody was definitely making a really coming from us. So, within a couple of months, Rick is right by Johnny Curry's side and become a protege of Johnny Curry. I don't think anybody realized that Rick would be able to do it, let alone do it so quickly. When Rick would say, hey, the drugs coming to this house, the dope would come to that house. The police would make a raid, the cops get the drugs and money, and they would release the suspect.
Yeah, I believe at one time, and between time, I think it's 11 or 13 in one day.
You know, the whole business it's a cat and mouse game. And just because somebody has it doesn't mean because the candidate doesn't preclude, more importantly, from being utilized by other agencies. We have DEA involved, the Western Down involved, we have the United States Customs, Michigan State Police, we have Detroit Police. That's actually what was going on. But this terminology, they're also using this skill. The other companies.
Going in unmarked police cars,
Got some new toys. You act fun doing it.
Marking contact.
I mean, they weren't saying, oh, it's cool, but they were saying, we need you
Jump to the next. The undead will repeat.
we should, go down to this truck for us.
You're wasting too much time in that class, we need to be on the street for us, give us information.
Listen up. Terminus has resorted to using smaller weapons. They just made themselves ripe for the
John
picking.
Curry was given information that Rick Worsham was. Rick Worsham was giving the feds information, and people were getting busted. So they knew somebody was leaking information. They
Terminus LTD and they're just begging to be offed.
There are a lot of people on the street that believe that John Curry
Merc's holding a helo. Watch out, mate.
Oh, damn.
Rick was with another Curry lieutenant who was a couple years old.
We were in the house approximately 5 minutes. We were both skipping school that day. We went upstairs.
And after a couple minutes, they said, hey, Rick, go over here, come upstairs.
As I came out of the bedroom, shoots me in the stomach. I looked the whole downstairs. I'm back to call 911, couldn't call 911. If I could break the house, the girl was walking in the house. She wanted to call 911. The guy that shot me just hold his own and hurt me. Finally, Madison showed up, locked them off, and told them to give me to them.
But instead, members of that task force came to the conclusion that this would increase his credibility.
Police told me to say the shooting was an accident because it's the best way to sweep it under the rug and continue to work for us. It was an accident.
We're going to push it into high gear. We're going to send him back into the Curry game. And if there was any belief that he was an informant before, that belief was going to go out the window because if he was a snitch, Johnny Curry would be an handcuff there. So, as a matter of fact, him going back to his neighborhood,
My nigga.
as a drug dealer, not an informant, almost helpful. During Rick's recovery, John Curry calling me.
Oh.
Hey, what's going on?
Nigga. Nigga.
Kind of like, you thought I was an informant, you had a shot. The guy denied it, and he might have mentioned it. I didn't have nothing to do with it. But from that point forward, Rick was in tighter than ever.
This is Bang. Find me at the extraction point.
And we are live from Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Johnny Curry has been talked about. Las Vegas.
Those spoils won't go to waste.
And all the major urban drug dealers in Detroit. And this was the golden year of Austin. The time the old Marvin Hagler fight.
Marking cover.
Everybody was talking about his sport. And he grew up in black brothers. And the kind of joke was black families.
This is insanity.
The Merc leaving arms near you in a lone vehicle. Commandeer it.
While they're at the fight, Johnny
Let's
Curry
get back to
and
working sharpish. That LTV ain't gonna stay itself.
mysteriously they never really clicked. Johnny had reached out to a member of his crew that guy that was Leon Lucas, and him and Johnny had kind of gotten into a beef over multiple ones that had been confiscated in the days. Johnny Curry
Watch the sky. There's an helicopter on your tail.
Leon said, when you start cutting it up for it, I will provide you intelligence and capability. Feel sure to
And when he got back to Detroit, some of his lieutenants, not in the direction of trying to free himself, some of his lieutenants went over to Leon Lucas's house. In an effort to intimidate him. What Bill did was get there, decided they needed to shoot the place up and drive by two.
Unfortunately for them, Lucas was there. In the process, Leon's nephew, becomes very hot topic on the news, breaking no press. You know, I heard Johnny Curry on podcasts shortly after he got the show, and he was lamenting whoever he was talking to, that, you know, those guys should have gone over there. I told him don't go over there. He was sorry about
Deliver
the
at pickup
story.
site. I'll bring the bacon home.
Probably because it was going to be like me. Rick Worship comes back in the plane in this story, and now Rick says he was listening to a phone conversation that are stupid.
My pleasure's gonna have to find another way to keep his teeth on.
At the Texas Hill Federal Correctional Facility in Texas. So ultimately what happened is the Detroit Police Department headed in the direction of Hill Hill. I had information, part of the way from the wiretap that strongly suggested that they had a well guy locked down. But he's facing a life prison.
Well, sometimes they'll tell us put the gun in somebody's one eye in it. And then he had the police pull up on him and say, wait, but the people don't know that we just slipped the gun in there. Same way we did with drugs. You can tell us to set people up for drug busts too. That's the way they did busts.
Subsequently, I was ordered by my special agent in charge to gather all of the information that we had with regards to the Damian Lucas murder and take it directly to Chief Clark of the Detroit Police Department. I did so, and nothing ever occurred. So this day is still an open investigation. In fact, Lakesh Davis in David jail is facing a trial. He's trying to make sure Davis is investigated. That's the information that he needed to exonerate. Ultimately, that's what he was in the state court, and his demands for now revealed the source of the information. Well, it became very tough to go because there would be extreme retaliation against the Davis. So I refused to do it.
Hijack the shipment. I want a 5-figure discount to this terminus
I
gun.
guess the issue is the freedom at that point. Bill Hibbert investigated his role in preventing chaos, possibly blurring charges. He's never charged. And when Gil Hill ran for mayor, this case came up and was rejected. But that's still, I didn't realize to what extent that corruption we did the raid on Kathy Bolton's Prairie House, which was in 1987. We found a laminated card exactly like this one.
Terminus chopper
Holding
inbound.
personal information from Gilville and Johnny Head, which ended up being the beginning of all the rumors that we have heard with regards to the funneling of information from the Detroit Police Department to the Detroit organization.
And then
Target area marked. Cleared hot.
Copy that. Phoenix 2-3 is on station. Direct as well. Not
Corre, mama. Where's Badagu? Where is Badagu? Where the fuck is Badagu naartoe?
I was told to kill white boy race. We've heard
Bullshit.
I know if you did that gives me throughout that time and that that's well. We kill every type
Rick is back in Detroit and really tired.
I said, or later something gets so bad, we're going to be held accountable.
They don't to a boarding school where he can get over.
Babu, motherfucker. Motherfucker.
the bastards to stay out of our airspace.
Drugs, Rick stopped buying drugs. One day they just didn't know. That's how we broke up.
Let me go back to school. You drug
I became addicted to the lifestyle. I became addicted to the
I come back and take the lifestyle. The lifestyle.
The only difference was
Getting up in the ass every day, you know.
gleaned enough information
Like a big man. Hello, hello, hello.
Bang. Find me at the extract point with the goods.
Convoy's getting up. Stay sharp, love.
Blackwood. And I'm alive. He's wishing in his face. I forget what that is.
Found a buy station.
Hey, man, what's going on? Stephen. He was enjoying this movie. He was a kid, and he was famous all the long week. But he was moving on.
But I knew that was like with a Rick drive. So we followed him, beat it up, and get to it.
Me and Roy were sitting at a stoplight in the car.
Auto gaan zoeken.
The van pulling up, and I saw this sliding, it was like cracked.
There's a vehicle!
And I told Roy, I said, Roy, run the light.
We stopped. I said, I drove two of them, Bruce it in the chair. Huh? Man, let me know the gun up.
By that time, they done speeded off.
I mean, they got shot off. The car was hit.
That's the only reason why he was still alive. That Mac jammed on us.
I had friends that were murdered. To be honest, you're a kid and you don't realize every day that you were playing with fire, that you could walk out your door one day and your life would be over.
And in that period of time,
You got a big black man in your
had a lot of credit with the drug importers in Miami. He brought a lot of drugs into
a lot of drugs in the motherfucking Detroit.
But he was nowhere near to this. From a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 10, I say he was about a 2. Rick was nowhere near me. Guys like the Chambers and guys like the Currys, they controlled whole sections of the
Oh,
city.
sex.
Rick didn't control anything.
I'm not controlling anything. I'm the big boss.
I guess it's Chris Fancy down.
Holy shit. Is it cold? Yeah, but this is scary but this.
There were season soup lookers. He was socializing with all the music players. So it was part of the music. You know, whether it be war, the 17th, and very few adults. This could really allow people that I feel with see. These are grown men. This is a kid. That's the best.
No boy. Maar ik heb wel wat ik wil. Even kijken, als ik alles heb, dat ik kan Loes opgaan. Ja, ik heb alles. I was a kid, I was stupid. That's not a fucking excuse, man.
Mark your extract point.
More like this, oh, even zo. Even zo. Weet ik wel. We kunnen straks grappen maken, weet je. Straks kunnen we grappen maken.
My grandfather, who was a judge in Detroit at the time of the Traversing case, and presided over his case for a brief period of time, he held the worst in that murder. He was around $1 million bond. The highest amount my grandfather ever spent for anyone.
In 1987, the tourist Roy Grissom were arrested driving down Hampshire near Dickerson.
It ended with this arrest, which is kind of an interesting story because they probably Rick, at this point, has hooked up with 2 Colombian wholesale cocaine. They would send kilos up Detroit Main. Got a shipment, I believe it was an 18-kilo shipment. They drop off 10 kilos of cocaine to the customer, and they have a pile of cash in the car. And they passed a police car that was just routine inspection. And I believe they actually raised that police officer. They drive it home, they get pulled over, and they do the door for the stop. At this point, there's a bunch of people on the porch, including Rick's sister, Dawn. And we watched it all unfold. He said, okay guys, let's go over that. And they said,
Approaching the Terminus stronghold.
and he said,
Recommend you prep for engagement. Our automated perimeter turrets just went offline. I've got the backups running, but you should know.
Get back in the car and pulls out that
So my dad ran out there and grabbed a bag of money.
Officers say a tussle started, a fight almost, between Wershie, Grissom, and the officers. Investigators say that Wershie took off running.
About 25 minutes, a half hour later, police come and they rough him up. They come together. The next 3 or 4 hours, the police are combing me, looking for them. They got an anonymous tip.
Later, more police arrived, and eventually they found a box containing $250 under his back porch a block away from the fence.
I was responsible for those drugs. I got the name of the store for those drugs.
Rick believes that it was a setup. They were watching him and they knew he would have to write the note. And they say that when he ran out of the car, he hid the cocaine under the porch and continued to run away.
Position strike team, I'm heading your way.
The attorney that was representing them at the time was in the name of William Buffalo and brought most of them to
Bombo clad.
Lieutenant Gardner was called to help the lawyer at the time. The only reason they were wrong was the watch. It wasn't
As we begin to take off, please restore tree tables to their unregistered. Accidental, actual, headed home.
So the jury never heard that.
basically, I think the victim there only didn't want me on the street anymore. So, now me and my attorney, I think they take the case.
I think it was like a whirlwind that this kind of swept them up because the phone numbers I never had any of them. He was kind of baffled by his notoriety. And then that time when I saw him, you know, he's waiting on his beard, all these assholes. So all of them wanted to be convicted. Sure, he showed up. This picture reminded me. I mean, he didn't have to wear a fur coat. He didn't have to get a trial. It was a crew of little kids wearing beavers and little chains. He came to court like a drug dealer. As a Mexico through and see all these little crooks run around through your dead.
We were told to show up down there with our special card, jury, just get in front of the news. These all his work, kingpin is on trial, drug lord is on trial. And his crazy guys are trying to free him.
There's no doubt about it.
Certain police officers paid us to do that. Ain't nobody ever heard of him being no drug lord until they print that shit in the paper. Where the hell was he being black? Oh, hell no. We made it seem like that, but he wasn't.
They had this newspaper article where they actually listed him as the leader of the Best Friends gang, which is crazy because the Best Friends were like this hit gang that had over 100 murders. It's just incredible and crazy.
We had to rely on law enforcement. We saw the documents, we saw it firsthand. They were shared with us. We did our best to vet them. We were certainly not making stuff up or fabricating. There was enough going on. Keep us all busy. It was crazy enough to do. We had characters like Maserati Rick, who survived an assassination attempt and was murdered in his hospital bed. And in the nightstand was a pistol and a crucifix and a rosary. He was buried in a Mercedes-Benz coffin, so we didn't have to make stuff. That's how the cops had it set up, and that's how they listed it, and that's how they reported it, and that's how we sourced it in the story and the graphic illustrations, that this was based on law enforcement documents and sources.
It was a political move. That's when he could put him away forever.
Nate was showing up down there, which we saw Nate there, to try to do some harm to me.
I was trying to shoot him out at the courthouse. We had the van already parked up on grass. Already had the scope and everything scoped in. But at that point, they walked him underneath into the courthouse. What do you mean he in the courtroom? He said, yeah, he in the courtroom.
Of course, we were a little more careful, and when we left the courthouse or where we parked the car or whatever. He wasn't there to wish me well that time.
And he was convicted, and after that, it was easy. You go into jail, you're never going to see the light of day.
This operation was called Operation Backbone. The reason I named it Backbone, I figured you need some backbone to work this case. At that time, it was the most significant police corruption investigation in the state of Michigan. The objective was, I knew through the Curry investigation and the Dayton Lucas homicide that investigation was partly compromised. And I knew that there were corrupt police officers involved in this. So that was the objective. I figured this court cops.
And he called out of the blue, and I said, what's going on, Rick? He said, well, the FBI is here, and they want me to help them. They've said that they will help me if I help them.
If you cooperate on this undercover project and everything works fine, the best I can do is maybe take you out of state custody and put you in the Federal Witness Protection Program in a federal facility with other informants. And it might just be a better situation. And if you ever become eligible for parole, I'll come back and testify for you. I'll tell them what you did. He said, you know what? We shook hands, and that was the agreement we made.
And the feds, during that time, were chasing Paul the young car. They wanted to bring down the mayor of Detroit.
The FBI wanted to use my relationship with Kathy to target the mayor as well as police corruption within the city of Detroit. They were targeting Willie Olson. He was married to the mayor's sister. He was Kathy's father, of course. Everyone knew that Willie had pulled throughout the city of Detroit. The other target of the operation was Jimmy Harris. He was a high-ranking Detroit police official. He did whatever Mayor Young told him to do. He covered up things that the mayor's family did. To my knowledge, for the right price, they were willing to protect drug shipments from anywhere. I mean, if it was in the city of Detroit and they could make a buck off of it, they were willing to provide that police protection.
So I got Rick Wershey's sister, Donna, to cooperate with me as well. And she had a relationship with Kathy. I had an agent by the name of Mike Castro, who has served extensively in the Caribbean, and knew the Caribbean pretty well.
I introduced Mike Castro, who was the undercover FBI agent, to Kathy. He posed as my supplier from Miami. And me knowing Kathy and her family, how greedy they were, I knew Kathy would cut into him, and that's exactly what happened.
We arranged a dinner with Wershey's sister, Kathy Wilson Curry, and Mike Castro, which I attended. I was off to the side, and it was recorded. So during that conversation, Kathy was enamored with the prospect of getting back into the cocaine business and so forth. Her eyes lit up. And at that point, she offered to police assistant.
Ja, tuurlijk.
She invited Willie Wilson and James Harris down the court. And then become a guy.
Ja, tuurlijk. Ja, tuurlijk.
I got 3 short emails myself. Okay, alright. These people, we can trust them. We'll have our equipment, our van or whatever, load it up. Just like the money laundering operation, escort us away from the airport, out in the highway, and sayonara. For, good escape and all that, 40, 50 grand. So we got a deal?
Willie and Kathy, along with Detroit Police Sergeant Jimmy Harris, were charged last month in an FBI corruption case alleging that police officers were chaos and drug and drug money shipments coming into the city and metro airport.
Any other mayor would have been glad to have corruption out of their police department. That's the brother-in-law, the head of the corruption. And the guy goes on to call me a
Balance of blue! Here's a bounty hunt contract.
for a rat.
That's what you're like to do. You're having
Fletcher's outfit was stronghold nearby. Expect increased enemy movement.
Changing mags!
I felt like Roy Rick or Richard Bush's unit, as I think they prefer to call it at this point. That never would have happened.
You may haven't even scratched the surface.
1 minute like
corruption runs so deep in
What?
It's a shame.
On your six. During the FBI
What did you say, my brother?
Harris, a longtime friend, Bolson, and the undercover agent closing
1 minute I'm smoking.
1 minute. Oh, you're smoking. I'm going to the rift, man. I need to do the mission.
And he did. He got wiretap authority to install wiretaps inside of Willie Lewis' car. And they arranged it for both undercover agents to meet with Gil Hill and Willie Wilson. And that happened. During that conversation, Mike Castro let it be known that he was a money launderer and they were drug users. That plainly. It was my thought that if Gil Hill wanted to get up and run out of that meeting, so be it. He was an innocent guy. But if he stayed, that meant something else. And not only did he stay, but he had a conversation, which was hate. And in that conversation, Gil Hill said he wanted to get money from Mike Castro. I got authorization to pay him the money, $20,000. The thing languished, the bureaucrats. But they probably had a trail of it. I think Gil Hill was actually a full stop.
Taking fire! Switch back! They've posted snipers. Be patient, send them to the great beyond.
Get the fuck out of here, brother. My dog cannot die. Don't let my doggy die, nigga.
Hard-working guys, not dogs. They hit a problem, they will,
The detected the energy signature of a new anomaly in the EZ. Go check it out.
This is Ravenov. I'm close to the door. Strike team, I will meet you there. I want to move with a speedy ground powder. I got eyes on a Terminus convoy hauling serious ass towards that anomaly. I'm on site. Fletcher is with that convoy. We have a better reason for this. Shit. We are trying to bring the anomaly
Ravenov, you receiving? Ravenov, how copy? We've lost his tracker signal. Investigate and report back.
Fucking auto is kapot, man. The car is broken, nigga.
T'as fumé un arbre, t'as pas une herbe, t'as fumé, c'est un arbre.
You feel me, brother? Need to feel me. My car is broken. I'm not happy about it, but yeah, my car is broken. Help me, brother. We're gonna go to the rift. I'm on my way. I need to do the mission, man. Need to shoot. Bomb card, you know. No mute, banana. Big black banana. Don't be a man. Be a man and come in this game.
2 weeks later, another letter comes from that office. This is the first letter, we don't want him out.
Don't be afraid, man.
Which was a multi-page letter. They were saying that Richard Wersky Jr. was responsible for the downfall of the city of Detroit. Rick Wersky was involved in cases dealing with the if you ask him today, he'll tell you he doesn't remember that letter. He did remember something. If you look at the letter, the name right underneath Michael Duggan is that of his chief assistant, Samuel Hunt, which to defense attorneys at the time
Holy shit. The big boy is here. The big boy is here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Little bitch. That's how we go, my brothers.
Боже мой, it is good to see a friendly face. Our priority is to find a way out of this accursed place. But there are Terminus forces trapped nearby. If we cannot put our differences aside in these circumstances, then we are little better than the beasts that inhabit this place.
Deadbolt Patrol. I know you're out there. If we want to survive wherever the fuck this is, we're going to have to work together. I propose a truce.
Accepted. But Fletcher, when we get back to the EZ, you're coming with us.
Yeah. We can work out the finer points. If we ever see the sun again.
What we could, Fletcher. Now what?
Now? Get to the environment and get that ACV rolling. My scouts located part of the machine used to rig Zakhar's plans. Get the ACV to its coordinates. Elected, then come find me.
Got you covered!
Changing mags!
Power out of band. Shutting down.
What is that thing? Looks like it might be the source of our problem. Strike team, take it out. Something is interfering with the ACV's electrical system. Find it.
Power generation stabilized. System reboot in progress.
Excellent. We are back in business.
Friendly fire! Watch it! Switching mags!
Got you covered!
Parts of Dr. Johnson's neutralized muscle. Now all over the localized dark ether.
I saw that fucking thing tear a hole in reality with my own eyes. You think it could do it again? Maybe get us out of here?
Power is perhaps. But
Right now, perhaps sounds pretty good to me. There's more of your deadbolt tech near my position. Bring that part here. Let's see what we can jury-rig.
Hostile smoke!
Changing mags!
I'm loading!
I don't want to hurry you, gents, but I've got company here.
over there. I cannot believe I'm saying this. Strike team, help Fletcher out.
Changing mags! Changing mags! Switching mags!
Thanks for the assist. Didn't think you'd make it in time. There's more deadbolt shit out back. Let's see if we can get that device power, maybe get our asses home.
Not so fast, Fletcher. Not my sight.
your feet.
Thanks. Couldn't have done it without your help, Info.
Thanks, my brother.
It'll be a while before I see the inside of that crate.
This isn't over, Fletcher. You do not understand the forces you are playing.
I know, I don't have any bullets. I need some bullet. There you go. Where the fuck is the
Switching mags.
oh damn, what the fuck? Yeah, this thing is dangerous than the dot. The big boy.
Changing mags.
Oh, this guy's also. Alright, boy also. The Kavira, de Portuguesa, holy shit. I'm on like bulls. How about this? Bulls. Ik mag 2 kilo hebben, man. Oh, yo. Then the boy, then, man. I want to save me, my brother. Thank you.
Much appreciated. Switching mags.
The discovery right out of
Changing mags.
Ah, moet hem daar,
Switching mags.
What the fuck?
Changing mags.
Shit, nog 10 minuten. Oh ja. Shit. Shadows in the good. Boom.
Very where the goal is to replacement organ like this, you know. The idea would be that you learn another speech organ, you just go get a new one in the lab. And this is one name. Dr. Paolo Macchiarini. He is said to be the pioneer of this field.
From a landmark surgery to a discovery right out of a movie script, doctors are celebrating a medical first tonight. The transplant of an organ that was in part grown in a lab.
You've got some explaining to do. You're hurt.
I have had worse.
I don't doubt it. Or I wouldn't have to if your file wasn't a black hole.
File? How did you...
Keys. Breaking the locks on a few cold case CIA files from a CIA terminal. Not exactly a challenge. You're making a mess of that. Give it here. You were part of Requiem.
Yes.
What happened to them?
Maxis sacrificed herself to end the outbreak. And we promised we would find a way to rescue her. And when we failed, it was a blow. Some of us took it very hard. We vowed never to let this happen again.
So you're 0 for 2 on those promises?
But I am still here, am I not, Dr. Johnson? I am still fighting.
And here's the thing. You shouldn't be. That was 30 years ago. Look at you.
I have good genes.
Oh, that's a crock and you know it. What was the focus of Requiem's Ethereum research?
Dr. Johnson. Ava. Perhaps when the outbreak is contained, we will talk of the old days.
Fine. If that's how you want to play it. If you won't help me, I'll find my own answers.
Your parents would be... They are. Oh, they are so very proud of you.
Big things. Dit is duidelijk direct, man.
His nickname was Super Sergeant. He was adored and adulated. He was almost like this godlike status. He had burst onto the world scene and into headlines by doing this very innovative procedure using stem cells.
Surgeons in Sweden have carried out the world's first transplant of a synthetic organ. A 36-year-old man suffering from cancer received a new windpipe.
First reaction was just to look at me and say, well, you're crazy. And he said, well, and I said, yes, I am. But this is your only chance you have right now. But how much is the success rate? And I said, I don't know. Why? I never did it before.
He was replacing the windpipe with a plastic windpipe. And they
Probably should pack my weapon. I brought in stuff to use, so let's go ahead and use it. What is the distraction? Am I supposed to be helping these guys or killing these guys? Mark Ravenov, in-game, live in action. Investigate the source.
I'm good.
going to show you how to unlock and complete the new Tier 5 Elder Sigil Darkkeeper Rift, getting all of the new schematics in Season 2 reloaded entirely solo, in this ultimate solo-friendly guide. And we need to break this guide down into two parts. The first, unlocking the Rift solo, and then completing the Elder Sigil version of it solo. Starting with unlocking the new Rift as a solo, we want an AR SMG and at least a Tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. First step, we need to go into the new Darkkeeper mission, so let's enter the anomaly. Immediately upon spawning in, we're going to go onto this bow to get our first item. And there are multiple ways that you can get up on this bow, but the quickest way is upon spawn, just immediately run backwards and make your way towards this side. As you can see, there's going to be a little parkour puzzle. Let's climb up the ladder here, climb up this ladder here, do a little run, jump onto there, then run, jump, open your parachute, cancel up, there we go. And right in the middle here, there's going to be a pedestal, which is going to be our MMA gloves. So let's activate this. It's going to be an insta-kill that's going to spawn, and we just need to kill zombies with melee. And if you don't complete this within the 30 seconds of insta-kill, you're just going to have to wait around 30 seconds or so for another insta-kill to spawn. There we go. Very, very easy, and inside that rim is going to be our Tattered MMA gloves. Right, let's now go ahead and go to the actual mission objective, because we need to start that. Okay, so now it's telling us to regroup and escort the ACV.
I know.
The mission on as normal until we get to the shopping mall, we'll then go to the next items. Okay, so now we've got to this part, we're now going to go ahead and get the other two parts. Right here, we're going to have another pedestal here. This is going to be a headshot challenge to give us the perforated target. So activating the seal is going to spawn us in a little circle, and we're going to need to kill zombies only with headshots. So there we go, super easy. So let's go ahead and get the reward rift, and there's our target. So we'll make our way back to the shopping centre. Now going to be heading further north, and we're actually going to be going to this part of the map here, which is the bottom left, as we've got another pedestal inside of here, which is very hard to see. You're just going to have to run around, but I believe it's right here. And this is going to be an alternate ammo type challenge. So activating the seal, we need to pay attention to the effect behind us. This is fire, so I'm going to be looking around, try and find Napalm Burst. So we've got Napalm Burst, so I'm going to interact with that there. It's going to drop it, and I'm going to pick it up, put it on my weapon, and I now need to get kills with Napalm Burst. On solo, it really doesn't require a lot of zombies at all. So now we can see that the ring has changed to Cryo Freeze, so let's go ahead and find the Cryo Freeze AAT, put on our gun, and let's get a load of kills there. And now it's changed to Dead Wire. The Dead Wire is here, so let's go and grab that, pop that on. It's actually crazy how easy this step is on solo compared to how it is in co-op. So the last one is Brain Rot, so let's go ahead and acquire that and get the last remaining kills, and there we go, that's complete, and we got the pristine mirror. That's all 3 items, so now we just need to complete the mission as normal, and boom, he's down. And the final item we're going to need for the Rift Easter egg is right in here, which is the drum, so let's pick that up, and there we go. Alright, let's now go upgrade them. The first item we're going to upgrade is going to be the MMA gloves, so you want to make your way to this boxing gym that's over here towards the bottom middle of the map. And once we go inside here, we want to go into the boxing ring itself, and there will be the offer the unattuned relic, so we'll do that. Then we immediately want to run out and we want to melee these punching bags from left to right. So left, middle, right. It's then going to spawn a zombie that's going to have glowing hands, and we need to melee it and kill it whilst in the boxing ring. And there we go, we've got the Tattered MMA gloves. To upgrade the target, we go to Shaheen Manor, which is right here on the map, and all we need to do is go over and interact with this target, and it's going to spawn a timed shooting range where we need to shoot all of these targets and turn them red. So we've got 2 that spawned in the main target, we've got 2 off to the side. There's actually one that's right behind here, which is really sneaky. We've got one up on that roof there, we've got one further back here, and then the final target is here, and this is going to spawn a zombie that needs to be killed with only headshots. So there we go, boom, and it dropped the perforated target, so now that's gone. And to upgrade the mirror, we need to make our way to the graveyard, which is over here near the old military base. With the mirror, offer it at this gravestone here, and it's going to spawn 2 zombies that are going to have an elemental effect. This time only 1. So we've got purple, which belongs to Dead Wire, so I'm going to run up here, I'm going to look for the corresponding alternate ammo type that I need. So let's see, Dead Wire, so let's go ahead and acquire that. Now we just need to kill that zombie using that ammo type. So there we go, and it is going to drop the pristine mirror. Now that you have all 4 items gold, you just need to go over to the new Darkkeeper Rim, which is right over here, and you just want to place each of the items down in the corresponding icons that you see for each. So the target goes there, the drum goes there, gloves go there, and the mirror goes there. When you place them all in and taken down the mimic that spawns, you now have access to the Rift, and now you need a Sigil or an Elder Sigil to go in. So let's now get Elder Sigil ready. So the current best solo Elder Sigil setup, you're going to want to run the crossbow. They might be surprised, but this is actually now incredible again again, and it's all thanks to the Blast Cap 20-inch bolts. So be sure to copy this class and have it on, and make sure you Pack-a-Punch it to level 3 and Legendary. Make sure you have an Elder Sigil, and for solo, it's heavily advised to have the Golden Armor Plate and the Ether Blade. Now, you don't need the Scorcher, but I'm going to have it anyway because it is just a lot easier to go around the map with, and I'm going to bring in some perks. And I highly advise you run Ether Shroud as a solo. And just before going in, make sure you buy every single perk. It's really going to help you out, especially PhD Flopper. Otherwise, the crossbow might kill you. Now, this is a tier 5 Dark Keeper area, so on solo, it's highly advised before going in that you do a few contracts so you can get yourself some extra self-revive kits and 2 to 4 Casimir grenades. Now, at this point, you may not also have an Elder Sigil by now, so how do you get them? Well, you get Elder Sigils by completing contracts in the new or the old Dark Keeper Rift using a sigil. You will have gotten a sigil when you unlock the rift to begin with, and you need to use that sigil on the new or the old Dark Keeper rift, go inside and complete the contracts in there, and one of the rewards should be an Elder Sigil. If not, you're going to just have to keep repeating this with sigils until you can get yourself an Elder Sigil. You can go in the new Dark Keeper rift with a sigil, but in order to unlock the new schematics, it has to be with an Elder Sigil. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so now we are here. We can begin with our first contract immediately. So if you turn around from where you spawn, we're going to be going into this warehouse. And I think you can already hear the bunny, but all we need to do is run up the stairs here. And in the back of this room, we have our first bounty. We have our first contract, which is a bounty one. So let's go ahead and grab that. So we've got to locate a disciple. Oh man, there's a chance it can also give you a mega abomination, which can spawn really far down that way. If you have a Scorcher, this is obviously just going to make traversing this area so much easier. Decoy is our lovely disciple, so here we go. Crossbow out. Damage is pretty... Really? There's nothing more to do, you just spam it. Feel good. So there we go. We got our first one, and then we got our VR11 plans. Let's go. And we got the Mags of Holding. I don't think it does anything for the crossbow. I need to get some ammo, so just kill a few more zombies. Okay, so our next contract is going to take us all the way over to the mall. Now, this location for the contract is actually pretty nasty, and is obviously way easier if you have a Scorcher, but you really don't need it. So this next contract is right on top of the mall, so we're going to do this the legit way. Climb up onto this part to get on top of the roof. We can mantle up and then run up these side bits here, and we get to the top of the roof where we have the Ether Extractor contract. Now, this does sound pretty difficult on paper, but we're going to make this pretty easy with the crossbow. But I argue this is probably the hardest one on solo, so let's get our Casimir grenades ready. We're just going to chuck our first one down here, and immediately sprint over, and then let's overload this Ether Extractor. We go, there's one done, and we sprint down here and get to the next one. I don't know what happened at this part in the recording, but for some reason it starts glitching out a bit, but you get the main gist. Using the crossbow down and throwing down a Casimir gives you more to run over to the list. Complete, the reward rift will be there, and in this run we managed to get our second of the new classified schematics. We got the Blood Burner key plans, which is absolutely fantastic, so we're going to make sure we put those in our inventory. Now we've done that, we can go for our final contract, which is actually very close to where we are right now. So we need to go up this ladder to get to the top of this building. And again, if you've got the Scorcher, very, very quick and easy. As we see, we come up here and we've got this here, which is an Outlast. It's going to be this building here on the map, so let's go ahead and pick that up. There's an Outlast in a very small, tight area, but don't be worried, it's fine. We've got this. I think even activating the TND is a challenge if you're a little bit slow to get here. Now we're in here, it's just about surviving, but again, if you've got the crossbow, this makes things extremely easy. The point where you can just literally stand on this table, and the zombie's going to get to you from one specific direction. Difficult and what holding plans, Elder Sigil. So there is a boom. There we go. There's a reward rift, Mags of Holding plans, Elder Sigil. So there is a chance you will get all three in one run, or there's a chance that you won't. But in this run, we got the Mags of Holding plans, the VR11, and the Blood Burner key plans. All three of the new schematics in one single solo run. So now you've got all that loot that you planned. So all three. There's only one exfil point on this map, and it is right over here in this section of the map. As you can see, it's right here. And just like with the last Dark Ether, there is no delay. You can just immediately use it and immediately exfil. So let's go ahead and extract. There we go. Blood Burner key, Mags of Holding plans, and the VR11 plans. A shot challenge to give us the perforated target. So activating the seal is going to spawn us in a little circle. We're going to need to kill zombies only with headshots. So there we go, super easy. Go onto this boat to get our first item. Now there are multiple ways that you can get up on this boat. Unlocking the new since we reloaded entirely solo, this ultimate solo-friendly gun. Now we need to break this guy down into two parts. The first, unlocking the Rift solo, and then completing the Elder Citral version of it solo. To ultimately unlocking the new Rift as a solo, we want an AR SMG and at least a tier 2 pack-a-punch. First step, we need to go into the new Dark Ether mission, so let's enter the anomaly. Immediately upon spawning in, we're going to go onto this boat to get our first item. And there are multiple ways that you can get up on this boat, but the quickest way is upon spawn, just immediately run backwards and make your way towards this side. As you can see, there's going to be a little parkour puzzle. Let's climb up the ladder here, climb up this ladder here, do a little run, jump onto there, then run, jump, open your parachute, and up, there we go. Now right in the middle here, there's going to be a pedestal, which is going to be our MMA glove. So let's activate this. There's going to be an insta-kill that's going to spawn, and we just need to kill zombies.
And they would bathe this plastic windpipe in the patient's own stem cells, and then the idea was that the stem cells would integrate into this plastic tube, and then this was being transplanted into the patient. In article after article, he's described as kind of a renegade. He's the one who's willing to take risks that nobody else will take.
The more complex a surgery is, the more higher the chances of risk you take. The first liver transplant, the first kidney transplant, the first heart transplant, did they go all well? No. We don't have the magic crystal to show, to look at the future. I think that this is the future.
I just thought, okay, this guy's bold. He wanted to do something that nobody else was doing to save people who had no other hope. I said, look, to my team, I said, this is the person we need to call. And so we had made arrangements to meet him, and I was with my colleague, and I look up, and he walks in, and he looks right at me. And our eyes just met, like locked. And he kind of gave me this little smile, this little smirk, and I felt like a silly little schoolgirl. And this all happened so fast, just in a split second. And my first thought is, what the hell is that? You know, and my second thought is, whatever the hell that was, don't think about it. You know, just like, I'm forcing myself. I'm in total work producer mode. I kind of like internally will kind of pull myself together. I was probably blushing, quite frankly, you know, but something happened. Our eyes locked, and there was this spark. Immediately, I was a little thrown off.
This next story is a remarkable one about how stem cell technology is changing the game and saving lives. 2-year-old Hannah Warren was born without a windpipe. There was one solution.
At the time, Dr. Mangarini was working on the case of this toddler, Hannah Warren, that would be the youngest person in the world to ever get one of his groundbreaking transplants. She couldn't eat, she couldn't swallow, she couldn't do anything that a normal little toddler can do, and had spent her entire life in the hospital. But she had all this personality. She had this infectious thing about her. Hannah was a magical child. She was like pure sunshine.
The dedication.
Her parents were desperate. They had almost lost her so many times. They had almost given up on her. And then they found Dr. Paula Mangarini. I think one of the things that's so endearing about Paula, he's not your typical surgeon. It really looked like he really cared. This feels like somebody that you can trust. This feels like somebody that has your best interest at heart. we had decided that we wanted to do the story about Hannah, and obviously Dr. Paolo Macchiarini is a huge part of this story. The surgery was going to be done in Illinois, and Paolo was planning on spending about a month there. And so I had to make several trips to Illinois to do filming. When we were filming Paolo, he started joking that he had this George Clooney kind of thing going on because Paolo loves motorcycles. And he's on that motorcycle, and he's owning a motorcycle. There were a lot of women in the office that were kind of swooning, like, ooh. And we wanted to get footage of Paolo on a motorcycle, so we rent him a motorcycle. And they filmed him, you know, riding around on the motorcycle. And then I think we had a few hours or something left on the rental. And he said, does anyone want to ride? I was sort of hesitant. And I sort of looked around and I said, does anyone else want to go? And they said, no, go. He puts the helmet on me, and he was very tenderly, like, strapping the thing and trying to fit it on my head because I was struggling with it. I remember at that moment feeling a little bit of what I felt that first time our eyes connected in the restaurant in Boston. It felt intimate in a way, and it felt flirtatious. And I got on the back of that motorcycle with him. He said, you need to hold on to me tightly because I'm going to go fast. When you're on the back of a motorcycle, you kind of got to snuggle into somebody. It was a beautiful day. The wind is whipping. I'm holding him. And I remember joking afterwards to my friends, like, I rode on a motorcycle with George Clooney.
Package has been delivered. Happy hunting, strike team.
We started going out to dinner in between shoots or at the end of the day. And I was so blown away by the fact that this man, this super surgeon, is so caring and so willing to just listen to me and has taken so much interest. Not long after he took me on the motorcycle, we went out one night to dinner. We were staying at this hotel in Illinois. I think we were about 2 floors apart. We were in the elevator, and it was just the two of us. And his floor was first. And the door was open.
Alright, strike team, we're coming up on ACV drop
He says, good
down.
night.
Happy hunting.
And then he backed out of the elevator very slowly. And he was kind of holding the door open with his hand. And he was just kind of looking at me. And looking at him.
What up, people? I was joking off, but I'm back. You know how it goes, joking off all day. I need to do what I need to do, brothers. Don't get mad on me. You know who I am.
It was like I have a movie.
What you talking about, nigga? I want to get the new things. You know the new things?
Escort the ACV while it is doing its job. We cannot have anything happen to it. Valuable research is at stake.
Moving here.
Ah, fuck, man. I forgot to forget the fucking things. Oh my god. Bullshit.
My brother was very passionate about doing that and being the best person he could for his daughter. I was Chris had just turned
It's a good service. Big banana. I know what I do. Big banana. Better my Scooby. I'm motor. Better my motor, man. Aye. Toen ga ik hier naar boven. de fuck gaat weer naar boven. Come on, my brothers. Where's the end of this shit? What the fuck is this? Finally.
Doctors found a way to go new for patients with cancer. It was just shocking to be watching.
Considered the oldest way to heal. A transplant as a treatment. And last month, Dr. Paolo Martini did it twice.
My husband decided to send a message. Those words were the first words if you help. We don't tell you Christopher.
We'll get back to 2 more completely. It is clear.
Fantastic. The canister is full. All that's left now is demonstrating.
Nothing gets in the way of that
Catalog it for days.
Enjoy the bounty of data, Barrera. Strike team, get back on mission.
Time to make some bad choices.
Moving here. It was experimental the U.S. government wasn't even allowed that to be done in our country.
The other thing that we've done, and we think that it's my faith, then what is it? The end of the sacrifice.
The most important is that we knew that government was doing the staff of the Government Institute,
Marking contact.
one of the best hospitals in the world, and that's where the medical Nobel Prize is given out. So we just thought, we can't get any better. He's like the best of the best.
Strike team, you're a couple hundred feet from marching straight into a terminus stronghold. Just thought you should know.
Oh, you coming?
Shit's gonna get hard on the radio, boy.
Guard the ATV while it utilizes nearby vortexes. Barrera, it's your show now.
Ready to rock and roll. Get the ACV started. The ACV breaks down the DAV feed, then sucks the vortex into the chamber.
No other situation that I can think of where you actually are asleep and you cannot do anything and the life in hand pops out. Before my representative, Paolo, and after a few
Wat konto? Ook aan die dikke Joko. Weet je hoe je die nieuwe schematics krijgt?
They want to make a film around power. The idea was to have a center where people from the entire world from the Earth who are going to have translation and it will be a lot of money. Make a whole view that we will the person you would be the doctor. How the one said there is no person about me. And then I think the person is not as high as you are.
How was able to replace any circumstances, the best super once you put out of control, you need to know that you are able to reach. If you are feeling the purpose, you get the root. It's like the attitude's power. The life you feel inside. I'm very good, right?
I'm prepping the canister for return. Need to get the samples off the ground. Hold station. That area is decontaminated, and I am sure that you'll find it overwhelming. Hopefully, you will get some useful insight. Good work, team.
Moving here!
Prayed for a miracle. Oh, there's a miracle for us.
I don't know if I should. So kicking and breathing.
Moving this way, this way.
Deep out
always running to Barcelona to all these other parts of the world. I'm not a big fan of long distance relationships. I think I'm really good.
Marking contact.
At the beginning, we were being very careful. And I was trying to figure out what to do about it. I was going to go. Constant contact. Something romantic messages.
Ah putain, j'ai envie de...
Well done. When we're done, those mercs can recover the left
On a fait ça niveau 2. Oh.
Les gars, j'ai des atouts, j'ai tour de passe-passe, qu'est-ce qu'il veut là? C'est le truc de shit là, c'est ça?
C'est le nucléaire.
C'est lequel? Bah tiens, viens, je l'ai le nucléaire, viens. Viens là, tiens, viens. Là, derrière toi, je viens. C'est ça là, non?
Found a spore control contract.
De quoi, tu vois pas, tu vois pas quoi?
Le mec comment hier soir. Ah ouais, franchement, c'est bien, hein. Un bout de beau qui a gagné. On était tous découpés. Comment il s'est fait lâcher du milieu par contre à la fin.
Strike team, head to marked coordinates and check on Barrera's team. They have failed to make scheduled check-ins.
Local dimensional fluctuations seem to be part of a greater life cycle dark ether phenomena.
Time for that, Barrera. Just call sport.
Fuck yeah! That was worth the price of admission.
Jupiter's wavelength is consistent, but the interference won't cancel out when...
Barrera is trying to say, to destroy Spore, get device in range first. Should have known to attract attention. Undead bogies inbound.
Ouais, ça bug à mort, les gars.
You inhibit like no one's business. Spore down. Whoa!
Ah, parce que c'est moi qui a tout en fait, les gars.
T'as tué les schémas? Non, il manque toujours ces putains de munitions. Par contre, je sais qu'on en fait des games. Ah, du coup, ma PS, c'est de ma gueule. Ouais, ils vont pas faire le temps quand même, on se casse.
On se casse?
Comme vous voulez, mais bon, on va faire un temps.
Les gars, je suis à la faille, moi, hein, je vous entends. Hein.
Vas-y, vas-y.
Oh, il y a un mec qui l'a quitté.
T'en pas les couilles.
Watch for movement. Cancel that. Cancel that.
L'autre s'est pas quitté avant, il faut venir avec nous. Choix ce soir. Avant 15 jours au moins.
You return, and you will not
Ouais, pour la prime, t'inquiète. S'il te plaît, Jésus, donne-moi mes munitions que je fous la haine à Martin.
Ah merde, c'est jamais le même endroit la cible. Putain.
Ah non, c'est jamais le même endroit, ça dépend. Buter.
Je pensais que c'était au même endroit, moi.
Ouais, on est très bien. Portez-moi le laser. Oulou. Allez, venez vous battre. Je crois que ça va faire, c'est la nouvelle meilleure arme du zombie.
Ouais, gros, c'est quoi le mégalodon là? Il est monté sur le toit?
C'est King Kong. J'ai une police. Je vais garder ta police, cerveau.
Oh, franchement, ceux qui tombent, j'en ai rien à foutre, les gars. Mec, ils font que tomber, gros.
Non, le FFR, c'est une dinguerie. Plus fort que pire, c'est une dinguerie, gros.
Check your damn fire!
Comme les zombies, on va parler de gars. Personne, qu'est-ce qui dégage? Oh les enculés!
Mais j'ai eu un truc de moto, mec, ils sont sérieux ou quoi?
Ils m'ont donné un chien, wesh, non mais... Y'a même pas un chez moi encore, là. Ah ah! Les salons. Je dirais pas le mot, mais... Voilà, j'en pense pas moins. Rigole, mafia, rigole. Je sais que tu le rigoles. Ah, t'es déjà là-haut?
Eh gros, tu parles avec Bad Joke, tu parles pas avec Spartan, hein.
Friendly fire, watch it!
Non, c'est elle qui l'avait fait faire. Mafia, il l'a déjà. Non, il l'a pas, il a essayé avec moi, il l'a pas. En fait, nous deux, on est maudits.
Oh, ils m'ont bloqué.
Changing mag!
Non, non, la dinguerie. C'est quoi ton arme? C'est la FFAR, là, la FR Advancer. Oh, comment elle lave! En gros, il n'y a pas encore mes munitions.
Check your damn fire!
Ouais, ouais. Ouais, ouais. Ouais, c'est ça, c'est le FAMAS. C'était l'arme d'NW2. Ouais, il m'aura donné 3 cristaux, un os, une lame d'éther. Toujours pas mon chez moi.
Bah, moi non plus, il m'a pas donné, hein.
Culé.
Ouais, moi aussi, j'ai eu la moto et la VR, mais par contre, là... Hein.
Je vais faire la TikTok sur la FFR.
Switch it back! Friendly fire, watch it!
Par contre, je sais pas où vous allez, mais là... L'exfiltration, c'est par là, les gars. Si vous me mettez le gaz dans la gueule... C'est moi le disciple, comment je l'ai fumé. Fumé, il est. Faut aller là-bas au pin. Chez toi-même, salaud. Ça, c'est de ta faute. Tu l'as débloqué comment? J'ai pas fait gaffe. L'arme là? C'est l'arme des W2 gros. Allez, on y va. C'est l'arme de MW2 Blue. Oh allez, après 50 yens, j'ai toujours payé mon schéma, dis ta mère. Ouais, je veux pas me le donner. Tout le monde a pris la porte.
He's the super servant. It kind of made me proud of him and proud to be next to him.
My name is Peter Lindqvist and I'm an investigative journalist at Swedish Public Service Television. When I first came to hear about Palme Akademi, my boss said, "Oh, you should take a look at this piece of paper. It's a disgruntled professor at the Karolinska who has handed this to us. It's a letter of accusation where they basically accuse a colleague, which was Paul, for more or less having killed his patients and committed fraud in science." And I said, well, yes, I could take a look at it, but it's completely impossible that this is true. These things simply do not happen at the Karolinska. I was pretty sure it was slander. So the first thing I did was to see what... And there was lots. I found several documentaries on the net that had also been done about his work.